Hi, I'm Tiffany Deja Vu. You look cute today. This is the makeup routine that I use to keep my makeup on looking good for the entire day, and works on humidity because you'll see how each layer gets locked in. It's amazing. Keep watching. And I will tell you about the law of attraction. Ironic, isn't it? The law of attraction, I'm not talking about how attractive you're going to be after following my makeup tips. No, I'm talking about everything that's coming into your life is attracted to you by the virtue of imagery that you produce. It's being reflected back to you like a mirror. I know you might have heard of this before, but knowing in your mind is very different than knowing it in your heart. Because we are on earth as an exercise of energy manipulation, Dolores Cannon, whatever is going on in your mind, you're attracting to your future self. The ancient Babylonians knew this information. It's only utilized by a select few in the world. And when you learn it, you can use this too. Why do you think that 1% of the population currently holds around 96% of all the money that's being earned? It's no accident. It's actually a law. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. Have you ever heard the saying, the poor become poorer, the rich become richer? Yeah, well, words become thoughts and thoughts become things. And the thing is, it's not instantaneous. You must increase your attention span to focus on the result that you want. Do this for a longer period of time. Stay focused. It's easy to become distracted by the desire for instant gratification, but this is actually working against you. Your shortened attention span is working against you. When you continue to shift your focus to new things that you want or new goals, you are giving up on your previous manifestations before they even have a chance to bloom. And there's no time limit. So if you were to ask your guides for help, you'd say, guides, show me what I can do to leave my 9-to-5 job, or to get that big house, or the partner of my dreams, whatever it may be. Instead of focusing on the thing that you think will make you happy, focus on the feeling that you wish to attain by getting those things. If it's leaving the 9-to-5 job, focus on freedom and how you're so happy and grateful that you have freedom, that you have the safety and security of owning that big house, or an unconditional love that you're going to feel from the partner of your dreams. The point is, stay focused on the end result, the feeling that you wish to have. Because if you want the money, the house, the love of your life, you may or may not be getting the feelings that you thought you'd get. Like once you have it, you may or may not feel the way that you thought you would. So if you do not enjoy the process taking place in accumulating the things that you are wanting, the result is not guaranteed to generate the feelings that you actually wish to experience. So focus on the feelings that you wish to cultivate now, and your memories become filled with the feeling that you desire, and you'll realize that the things that come with that feeling will begin to actually show up in the mirror that is your life. In an age of instant gratification, with Google at our fingertips, reels are getting in the way of us actualizing our dreams. So pay attention to what you do. Pay attention to the news that you're watching. How does it make you feel? You don't have to watch the news. Just because it's happening doesn't mean that it needs to affect your energy field. And it's easy to think, oh, I don't watch the news. I must not care about the world. I must not care about others. The thing is, you need to trust that the experiences of others are being recorded in the Akashic records just by them living it. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not contributing to the evolution of humanity. Your job is to focus on what you are putting into the Akashic records. Your job is to live your life. Your job is to experience the things that are unique to you, because believe it or not, you are a powerful being and you are actually creating the memories of this game, of this world. You are a contributor no matter how big or small you believe yourself to be. So, since we are on earth and we have this free will, please don't waste it. Focus on your frequency and how you project into this world, because you're going to see it in the mirror. So good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's your life. You have free will. You have the right to choose. So when you look in the mirror, smile. When you are having a bad day, take a moment to think about the good things that you've experienced lately and look forward to seeing great things in the future. So we still have this question: how do we manifest what we would really want using the law of attraction? My suggestion is to wish for something that is similar to your actual experience today. For example, wish for a new version of the car that you currently drive. The reason for this is your ego already has the capacity to believe you drive a newer Camry than the Camry that you currently drive. As opposed to wishing for a new Maserati that you saw in a magazine, the reason to recommend a goal that's similar to your current life is because of the ego. Because you are not a Buddhist monk, you have an ego. You currently have beliefs about yourself, the way you live, and the world around you. These beliefs may or may not be limiting. Regardless, you are a lot closer to actualizing these goals and visions that are close to what your ego can conceive. This is because the nature of your ego is to keep you safe. Regardless of your resistance to your current situation, your ego assumes that it has been keeping you alive up until this point, so this is exactly what it prevails to do. And your ego, by the way, also assumes that it's doing pretty darn good at its job. Well, look at you, you're already fabulous. However, if there weren't things that you were interested in changing about your life, you wouldn't be listening to this right now. So my advice is to stick with manifestations that you can actually imagine in your life. Stick with the ones that your ego has had experience with. For example, if your car is a few years old and you're used to the responsibility of driving that car, you already are used to doing things like maintenance, repairs, cleaning this car. It doesn't go too fast, so you handle it well and you haven't had many accidents. Well, if you were suddenly to manifest a Maserati into your life tomorrow, you may feel overwhelmed with this responsibility involved in owning such an expensive car. Regular things like maintenance and repairs, they would come with such a larger price tag that could be overwhelming to your ego. It makes your ego decide, oh, this isn't for me, this is the wrong thing, I'm scared, I'm out of control, and I got to get myself back to where I was, and you'll psych yourself out way sooner than it can actually happen. And this is how we give up on our manifestations right as they come into fruition. Our ego freaks out and gives up, and we move on to the next shiny thing. For example, you may think that bananas are funny because, hey, you saw them in a movie and they made you laugh, Despicable Me. So you ask the universe for a banana because you think having that banana will make you happy. But when you get the banana, you realize that you're allergic to bananas. it makes you feel itchy and you don't like it. It's uncomfortable. So my suggestion is that you may or may not know what the end result of having this thing that you are idealizing into your life until you have it. The point is, the way that you wish to feel is your true goal. Trust the universe will do everything it can to lead you into the path of even more happiness. For example, imagine someone who enjoys spending their time cooking really delicious food and really loves watching movies. So they spend most of their time sitting, watching movies, and eating delicious food. When they're not working, they are always cooking or sitting on the couch watching TV. And that's fine. Let's just say that the law of attraction was on vacation that day. And let's say this couch potato manages to manifest a partner with a perfect body, so quote unquote perfect body, into their life. They may be happy at first, but after a while, they become annoyed that maybe their partner doesn't eat the same foods. Maybe that partner doesn't eat with them. And they start to feel lonely. And anyone in this situation would feel the same way. Their partner doesn't share the same interests as them, and their lifestyle becomes apparent in the way that they look. In this case, they thought they would be happy with one type of person. And this could have been prevented. Because if they would have gone with the flow and met someone at the movies that was doing the same things and enjoying the same things that they enjoy, then they may have ended up with a partner that shares their interests, and they may end up being a world of happier. So the key here is to never stop appreciating the good that you have in your life, and you'll get more of that good stuff. In the end, you'll look back on your life and remember the good times. You'll realize that the things that come with the feelings that you enjoy begin to appear reflected in the mirror of your life. And make sure that you look good while getting there, Queen.